We're dead.
In the year 2022, a young man named Angel binged a show called House of the Dragon over the course of a week. Later, he joined his friends for the finale in a pub of no particular note or importance. But it was only revealed afterwards that the young man had never seen nor been spoiled of the original series Game of Thrones. Now, watch and relive the series from Angel's truly unique perspective as the Watchers in the Bar present.
Hey, what is up, everybody? It's me, Sean Tank Top, and I'm over here at Casa de Tank Top. I'm hanging out with Angel. What's going on, baby?
Not too much. Beautiful day.
Beautiful day. Right. Is it beautiful? Is it warm or cold out?
That's for you guys.
That's for you to decide. It's an election year. It's like, wake up. It's time to make a decision, America.
We got a split vote.
But that is not, well, we're talking about a little bit of winter, which I suppose is a little tangential over there, because it has come and gone, and we'll be back again, though, because we're in Chicago, and if you don't like the weather, all you got to do is wait 15 minutes. Yeah. But we're not talking about any of that. We're talking about Game of Thrones right now. In fact, a HotD fan watches Game of Thrones for the very first time. We are on season 4. We are on episode 7 of that said season, and Tyrion, big thing. We just got done with Law and Order Westeros edition, and it was a fucking kangaroo court, dude.
The worst trial I've ever seen in my life.
Pretty sham trial. It
was rigged.
It was rigged, absolutely. It's like this, and like the big thing where you just like, even though he had a deal, had something, and I think he believed it too, but the shay of it all, like he just couldn't do it. No. He couldn't take it. It was too much of a slap in the face. It was too much of a wound. And then he turned around and was just spitting venom at every single one of them. It's like, I saved the city and all your worthless lives. So you're just like
spitting venom and spitting facts.
Yeah, we're kind of into it, and like and then he basically was just like, I'm not gonna, you want to get justice? Let's get justice, and let's do a fucking trial by combat. And so now it's almost like a new thing to prepare for. Who's going to fight for him? Is it going to be Jaime? Is it going to be somebody else? Is it going to be Podrick? Could they get... I think that Podrick would do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're gone.
They're gone. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
What are you going to do? Send a
no, I mean, it's possible. I mean, like, send a tweet. You know what I mean? Tweet them out. But I don't know. I mean, like, I think that there's a couple different ways that it could go. Bronn could do it again. Yeah. Obviously, and he's...
Or Tyrion could just do it.
Wild card, bitches! Yeah! What?
Oh my god. I mean, like, he could swing that little sword, you know? What if Tyrion is like, you played GoldenEye before? Like, what if he's like Odd Job and he's really hard to hit? You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like he just gets in there and just gets all the tendons and shit.
Not a great plan.
Things are getting really intense in the Eyrie, too. Sansa's hanging out, and we're going full wire hangers with Lysa and shit, even though she's getting balled out, like, you know, to the ninth, or like, you know, maybe she's just kind of leaning into it. Seems like she leans into stuff pretty hard.
Honestly, like, I've never met a crazier aunt. I've had crazy aunts. They've never been accusing me of sleeping with their new husbands, but
no.
Wild time.
First time for everything, you know what I mean? Like,
not yet.
You're like, give it time. Like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I mean, you just want to jump into it?
I would love to jump into it.
Motherfucker. Yeah, sorry. We appreciate you guys very much for hanging out with us as we go through GOT, Game of Thrones. A HotD fan goes through Game of Thrones for the very first time. If you guys want to get early and uncut access to the next episode, to episode 8, and whatever stuff goes down in that episode, you guys can do that by becoming a part of the Patreon. The link is in the top pinned comment or the description below. You click that, you head on over. $8 premium streaming tier. That gets you full and uncut access. Right.
Today is not the day I die.
This is crazy. I don't even want to watch. Can I pay $8 of the Patreon to just go to the next episode?
Just go to the next one and not worry about it? Yeah, for sure.
You murdered her! You killed our children! Say it. Say it.
Oh no, stop.
We hope you guys consider doing that, but if you can't do that and you still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like, a subscribe, ring the bell thingy because that shit always helps. It never fucking hurts. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us.
Sorry, what am I grateful for? The opportunity to live and die at the wall as punishment for a crime I did not commit?
It's not a joke, you understand that, don't you?
Of course it's a joke, just not a very funny one.
You fell in love with a whore.
Yes, I fell in love with a whore.
Again.
And I was stupid enough to think that she had fallen in love with me.
He's looking at him when he was sick, when he was like
It was everything
14
from
or
the
whatever it was. Like,
You do
right
see
that look. That was a good
He
look.
gets you. It felt good to take that from him. You're the golden son. You could kill a king, lose a hand. Fuck your own sister, you'll always be the golden son.
Careful.
He kind of ate that.
I can't save you this time either. My training has proved that I can't beat a stable boy with my left hand.
Where's your sense of adventure? Even if you lose...
Put an axe on the
imagine
end of
the
that
look
thing or
on Frodo's
something,
face
you know?
when you fall.
Like-
Our family name snuffed out with a single swing of the sword.
It is tempting.
Oh. Maybe that joke got too real.
Yeah.
Right.
Who does Cersei plan on naming as a champion?
Not Meereen.
Oh my god, who is it?
Remember.
Is this the mountain?
We're dead.
Who am I fighting?
Does it matter?
Jesus.
Yep.
I'd be like, somebody find the Hound.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But he's off the fucking grid, man. With the two Clegane Bowl.
I would watch that.
Right? They've changed the actor around for the mountain a couple of times, but he is legitimately, he's like an Icelandic bodybuilder, like one of the biggest and strongest men on the face of the earth.
I love that.
That's crazy.
Good
Yeah.
casting.
Yeah.
Who were they?
I stopped asking a while ago.
Jeez.
So why go on?
Habit.
Nothing could be worse than this.
Maybe nothing is worse than this.
Damn. Real.
Nothing isn't better or worse than anything. Nothing is just nothing.
Who are you?
You're dark for a
My name's
12-year-old.
Arya Stark.
Wow. She can tell him because she knows that he's not going to make it
A balance. No balance anymore.
until the Fire Nation attacked.
True.
Could I have a drink? Dying is thirsty work.
She's kind of like, he's being very tender in this too, which is kind of, they're rubbing off on each other.
Wish you were wine.
So do I.
Fucking tell me.
That's where the heart is.
It's teaching moment, too.
That's how you kill a man.
Oh!
Jesus.
Whoa!
That got me.
That got me too.
Whoa.
Damn.
The bounty on you is for killing Lannister soldiers.
You were Yoren's prisoners when he was taking me to the
Oh, that's that guy from the fucking
He
season,
told
season
me
2.
he'd-
He on your little list.
He can't be.
No.
What's your name? Rouge.
Thank you.
Oh. Oh.
You're learning.
You're learning.
He was more like Arya in that scene, and she was more like him
Yeah.
in that scene. Really, really well done. There you go. We just got done killing the Green Goblin.
True.
Lord Snow,
Now we're back to the fact that we have to kill a bunch of cannibals.
Right.
this is no place for wild beasts. Lock him away.
Back off,
Or I'll let
pube
Hawk
head.
throw him in.
And in all those centuries, we have never sealed the tunnel.
Have you ever seen a giant, Sir Alistair? I have.
The bars on those gates are 4 inches thick, cold rolled steel.
And they won't stop them.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
he
know
was
how to tell
pounding
you
in a
what
whole tree. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Lord Snow here recommends sealing the tunnel. Do you agree with him? No.
Oh, so close.
Objection, Your Honor. Coercion, like intimidation.
First builder will need 100 barrels of pitch before the top of the wall.
He's like the first scientist that like found out about like climate change.
Yeah.
It's like everyone's like, what the fuck? Like whatever. You're like, come on. Bronn versus the Mountain.
If Bronn does it.
You have new clothes.
Do you like him? Eh?
He's not as desperate as he was before.
I sent for you. Lawless Stokeworth. She doesn't strike me as your sort of girl.
I wouldn't say I have a single sort of girl.
She's dim-witted.
If I wanted wits, I'd marry you.
Aww. And I would pay to see it.
Same.
She still gets Castle Stokeworth when her father dies.
Unless she happens to perish before her father, then Lolis gets the castle. What? Ladies fall from their horses and snap their pretty necks all the time.
Pull the little fucking Daemon Targaryen there with his wife, right?
I may one day rule the North in her name. I could carve you out a big piece of it.
If and may and could. It's bloody cold up north. Lolis is soft and warm.
You want to come up to Nova Scotia with me? Like, come on, like.
But one misstep, and I'm dead. Why should I risk it?
Because you're my friend.
Aye, I'm your friend. And when have you ever risked your life for me?
We love Brian. We also love facts, and that can be a hard time. That can be a hard thing to reconcile.
Because you're an evil bastard with no conscience and no heart. That's what I liked about you in the first place.
Oh. I'm actually really glad because I didn't want to see Bronn die.
We did.
Yeah.
Fuck.
If he lets go, then he knows that it's done. Shit!
I suppose I'll have to kill the mountain myself.
Like, hey, can my weapon be wildfire?
Yeah, for real.
Seriously, or something. Like,
can I poison
throw
him?
like Molotov cocktails at him or something like that, you know?
How did you get in here?
Your door is well guarded. It's your windows, not.
People sneaking in to hook up during COVID.
True.
There are thousands in Meereen you can pursue.
There's only one.
You swore me your sword.
My sword is yours till the day.
I mean, what kind of sword are we talking
Yeah,
about?
for real.
Do we got a parentheses on it?
Take off your clothes.
Yes. Yes.
He looks great in this scene too. Like he's a hottie. He's up there for sure, right?
Killing it.
Yeah, he's got like the little hipster like handkerchief tie from back in that era too and shit. Like
We got ass.
we got ass. Not free. Maybe not free. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe he'll be robbed with.
I thought that was a knock at the. I thought that was a knock at the door in the scene or whatever. Is while she's staring at his fucking cock. The vibes are off with both of these broads. Like
No, for real.
Tonight, you will have your last good bath in a long while. Make it count.
because she's ready to pull a salt burn when she gets out.
Just have to slurp that water up.
A pinch of this powder in a bonfire will send a flaming column screaming towards the sky. And this one creates a black smoke that will make the bravest man piss himself.
So some of it
and a drop of this
is fabricated.
It's bullshit.
No act done in service of the Lord can ever be called a sin.
It's like Trump voters, like they're all about freedom.
Yeah,
but,
she's just like,
but this guy's like, I really actually want to be a dictator. Is that cool with y'all? It's like, yeah, for freedom though, right? Like,
my daughter has heretical tendencies, as you're well aware. Whichever the case, she should stay home.
Honestly, yes.
You don't need my help, but I will need yours soon. When we set sail, your daughter must be with us.
I'm not a fan of that.
No.
The Lord needs her.
Nope. I also love that she just revealed all of that. And she's like, I'm so happy the Lord gave you to us.
Jorah the Andal. Are you here to see our queen?
Oh.
Jealous.
Ah. Sir Blue Ball strikes again. He wears that scarf proud. Oh my God.
How could you ever have faith in a man like that?
I could never have faith in a man like Daario.
I don't need faith. I need some dick.
That's why I said him.
I wouldn't be here to help you if Ned Stark had done to me what you want to do to the masters of Yunkai.
Damn. This whole episode has just been
It's been good. I mean, like, and they're exploring that a little further. Like,
He will tell the masters what has happened in Meereen. They can live in my new world, or they can die in their old one.
so kind of a half.
Tell him I changed my mind.
Yes, Khaleesi.
But that was great. I mean, like, as far as just again, because
No.
like everything that she says sounds really good, but he's like, this is.
Tell him you changed my mind.
Love that.
Oh wow.
Give him the little flowers.
Still don't get to tap that though.
No.
And that's fine.
I'm rooting for him though.
Yeah.
You need to burn away that horrible bit there. Otherwise it's going to get infected and fester.
He's not doing anything with fire.
It'll only take a second. It won't hurt that much.
No fire!
No.
Thanks to you, I'm a walking bag of silver anywhere the Lannisters hold sway. No rewards worth this much trouble. We should never laid eyes on you. My brother gave me this. Thought I stole one of his toys. I didn't steal it, I was just playing with it.
Aww.
But the worst thing was that it was my brother who did it. My father, who protected him, told everyone my bedding caught fire.
Let me wash it out. And help you sew it up at least.
We'll compromise. God damn it.
I know this one didn't fuck with me as hard as last time. It's so Rory McCann is like so amazing as the Hound. He's so good.
Not working for your former lord any longer.
Yes, milady.
Don't get drunk.
No, milady. Can I get you anything else?
No, this will do nicely,
Hot
thank
pie?
What?
Thanks.
Ah! The subtitles kind of ruined it, but like.
A good kidney pie is all about the ingredients. Flour, lard, water, eggs, milk.
He's so happy.
He's so great. He's grown up a lot too.
Oh, and the gravy. Don't get me started on the gravy. Very difficult to get right.
We didn't.
See, a lot of people give up on give up on tea
Girl,
pie.
tall, red hair, very pretty. Her name is Sansa Stark, but she may be using a different name.
Starks? What, like them lot from Winterhell?
Winterhell?
It's nothing, my lady.
You wouldn't be screwing your face up like that if it was nothing.
I don't want to offend my lady, truly. I don't think we should be telling people we're searching for Lady Sansa.
Like I've been hanging out with Tyrion for too long, you know.
Yeah.
Never met no Sansa Stark. But I know her sister.
Oh shit.
Arya. Heading up north for the Night's Watch. She was all dressed up as a boy. Or like your ladyship, only without the armor.
Not that read.
Jeez Louise.
Well, foul mouth and a face like a half-burnt ham. Not friendly.
The Hound.
That's the one.
Yeah, that guy.
Could you give her this?
He's one of our favorites. Don't
Just
you
like the
dare
last
speak
one
ill
I
of
gave
him.
her. This one turned out better.
Oh, that little fucking bread. Oh my god!
You were saying?
What a fucking moment. Because the last one looked like a pig.
What's that?
The last one he made was like.
Well, I think it was
terrible.
supposed to be a wolf, but I think it just didn't look like it at all. Like
Her aunt, Lysa Arryn. Catelyn Stark's sister.
Oh damn.
Lord Tyrion made sure I knew which house married which and who hated who.
Sansa could be there too.
Aye, my lady. Could be.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay.
You sure about this?
No.
Yeah, it's like, what other leads do you have?
Right. Yeah. That's the only thing they have to go on at this point. This is very similar to Ned.
Yes.
Imagined you'd be back at the brothel at this hour.
I did spend some time with an absolutely stunning blonde the other day.
You got every kind of filth down here except the kind I like.
Your sister. Our father brought me and my sister Elia with him on a visit to Casterly Rock.
Oh,
My
wow.
first time away from Dorne. I didn't like anything about the rock. Not the food.
I didn't like anything about the rock.
But the biggest disappointment, you.
You and my family have more in common than you might admit.
Away from all anyone talked about was the monster that had been born to Tywin Lannister. Then she and your brother took us to your nursery and she unveiled the freak. Your head was a bit large, your arms and legs were a bit small, but no claw. No red eye, no tail between your legs, just
You know, the red eye is like a... I think that's a nod to the books, because he's has a
We
different
tried to
color.
hide our disappointment. That's not a monster, I told Cersei. That's just a baby. And she said he killed my mother. And she pinched your little cock so hard I thought she might pull it off until your brother made her stop. It doesn't matter, she told us. Everyone says he will die soon. I hope they are right. He should not have lived this long.
Sooner or later, Cersei always gets what she wants.
And what about what I want? And all those who have wronged me are right here. I will begin with Sir Gregor Clegane.
Because he's the one.
Children, and then raped her with their blood still on his hands before killing her too. I will be your champion.
Oh my god. Oh Lord. It lines up so perfectly though. Because he's the one that is like a part of the genesis of everything that's bad. Oh god, speaking of bad.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh my god. Again, this episode's going hard, man.
Yeah, it is.
Or just like all of these beats that like I don't remember being as emotional, but they're hitting like
they're
the
crazy.
baby stuff and everything.
That's not a monster, that's just a baby.
Perfect.
How do you make people fly?
We don't.
What do you do with all the bad people? And the scary...
Heads off.
Yeah.
When I grow up, I'll be able to fly anybody who bothers me. Or you. When we get married, you can tell me if you don't like somebody, and then we can bring them back here and whoosh! Right through the moon door.
That boy ain't right.
Here, in this big
Be
palace.
careful. You've ruined it. Now I'm going to have to rebuild the whole
I
thing.
didn't ruin it.
Knocking things down isn't fixing them, it's ruining
I
them.
didn't ruin it!
You're being stupid.
I didn't ruin it!
Oh no.
Oh my god. Ooh. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Robin, I'm sorry. I
Don't be.
Yeah, don't.
Please.
shouldn't have done that.
His mother should have. A long time ago.
Very true.
Look at us agreeing. It's like, yes, hit your kids.
Summer Walker once said, I'm going to start with your mom. She should have whooped your ass.
I loved your mother more than you could ever know. Given the opportunity, what do we do to those who've hurt the ones we love?
Given the opportunity.
In a better world, one where love could overcome strength and duty. But we don't live in that world.
Really gross.
You're more beautiful than she ever was.
Nope.
Call me Peter.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. No!
Oh, Jesus.
Somebody take my mic. Somebody take my mic. I'm out of here.
Somebody better take this mic off me.
You wanted to see me, Aunt Lysa?
Not the moon door
Oh
open.
no.
I know what you did.
I'm so sorry, Aunt Lysa. I never should have hit Robin.
You kissed him. You kissed Peter.
I didn't. You don't understand.
I saw you. You can't lie to me because I saw it with my own eyes.
He kissed me. I pulled a
Liar! Oh. He is mine!
Don't.
Look down, look down, look down!
Lysa! Let her go.
Why did you bring her here? Why?
I'll send her away. I swear. On my life. Swear to all the gods. Let her go, Lysa.
Leave Sansa alone. God damn it. It's like the one time I'm rooting for Peter. It's like the one time I'm rooting for Littlefinger, you know? Like,
I don't think I was breathing that whole time.
right.
Oh, my sweet wife.
Push her. Push her.
Silly wife.
Silly wife.
I have only loved one woman. Only one.
And it's not
My
you.
entire life.
Throw her in.
Your sister.
That's the first standing O that we've ever gotten right there. There we go.
Eyes still filled with tears, cheering for Peter of all people.
Right. Banger episode.
Banger of an episode.
Really good. Like, simple emotional stuff, some great callback stuff, some just great character work. Like, really, really good shit. Like, even the stuff, like, I forgot that the bite, like the stitching scene was in this one, and I remember it, but I don't remember how affecting. I mean, I remember it being very affecting, but like it didn't hit me. Like I got a little misty when I was watching when the Hound was talking about all that stuff.
Yeah, I cried a lot this episode.
I know you did. I mean, I could see
nowhere. I didn't think that was going to be happening. But
yeah. Well, I think the show, again, we talked about this before. It's kind of like it's with the old, with the wedding thing where they're like, at this point, the show is so good and it's like in its bag and it has so much that it can play around with that we have already established and know. You know what I'm saying? Like we've had a long time with a good amount of these characters and it can kind of just like it can have a scene that'll just knock you on your ass, like kind of out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, and even with like a hot pie thing, where you're just like, oh my god, this is so sweet, this is so great, like, or whatever.
It's to the point where it doesn't need to be like people getting killed, surprise, like shit happening. It's just like the
even though that did happen, like like they eked out a W, like in that regard. But like, yeah, like they're in their fucking bag. Like there's a lot of really really good material coming from almost everywhere. I mean, like I don't know, what was the standout for you? What was
two separate lines. I feel like again there was no monster, it was just a baby. Was crazy. Already loved him so much for just obvious reasons.
Well, yeah.
Him coming in here, even though he has his little ulterior motives of like wanting to kill all the Lannisters, like
which we're also like
we're kind of here for it.
Yeah, right.
So he's my champion as
well.
Yeah.
Oh my god, absolutely.
But that speech was just so good, and
Beautiful.
like the lead up to it, and putting the pieces together, like right when I was like realizing it, I was like gasped. I was like, shit, yes, he's gonna fight for him.
Yep.
And then also
coupling it within like it was a beautiful etching in of emotional, of like this emotional olive branch that he's kind of extending to Tyrion. He goes like, listen, I know how to read people. I've been around a lot, and I've I just talked about how I've sized up your dad, I've sized up your sister, and now I'm sizing up you. But I've been sizing you up since you were a baby.
Yeah.
And you are nowhere near the Lannister that I took you for. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just so gorgeously interwoven with it. And
well, because even the conversation you had with Cersei, like I know I was pretty much fooled. I was like, this is a genuine moment from her.
Yeah.
Talking about her daughter, and even him saying like she was trying so hard to come off as genuine, but like he knows who she is as a person still.
Yeah.
And that it's still like evil.
Yeah. And it's what we said at the end of that episode, because we're really smart. No, but like it where we were talking about how we think that she was, is such kind of a sociopath in the way where it's like, I'm going to utilize my actual feelings in order, like she will be like, I'm going to weaponize my actual like emotional cachet to, for deception and for whatever. Yeah. Like she can still stand apart from it enough at that point that it's like, dude, you're up, man. Like, and like and him reading that and kind of confirming that, and then and then also it's this, and then like also like even then like it's like she's like twisting his little fucking dick and shit like that, and like making him cry and hurting him, and she killed my sister, and then Jaime stops it. Like everything was at play even then. You know what I mean? And Peter does such a great idea of playing that scene because he's just like, you know, he's thinking about everything right now, and he's just like, damn, even then, it was that, and then it's I don't know, it's in the bar, it was such a cheer moment, and you got to remember, this is like the first time that any of us have ever seen Pedro.
Yeah,
this is it. Like, this is like he's you know, and so I don't know, it was just fucking. It's mad. It's great. It's a fantastic moment. Obviously, the Hound and the Arya thing, so great.
Yeah,
so good.
I think the tearjerker for me was like the vulnerability where he was like, he thought I stole his toys. I didn't. I was just playing with it. I was like, that's so cute,
and it's so
sad.
simple. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a truly innocent, and that's like a parallel with that whole thing. Like, where he's just like, we're just kids. Like, I didn't know it was. Like, I didn't realize that the stakes were this fucking high.
It did not have to be that deep.
No, you know what I mean? Like,
face against fire.
Right. And we got to look at him again. He looks pretty rough.
Yeah.
The mountain.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
They're just like, yeah, we're just gonna have him practice on these random
fellas, or whatever, prisoners and shit.
Also, the strength to put a sword through somebody already is crazy, but to have them like lifted in the air.
And I could conceivably, like Halfwar is like one of those guys who he is like going in and picking up, like, he's like deadlifting like 700 pounds and shit like that. Like, this is something that this guy can do, you know, and it's, you know, it's wild. It's fucking wild, you know. And yes, I'm sure like Cersei was getting like just a big murder boner.
Oh, she was stepping through intestines.
That
dressed in black. She's like,
how
you doing?
Yeah, she's like, I think I'm entering like my goth era a little bit here. Like,
Hot Pie being alive is just
great.
I just love that he's out of the show. He's out of
and keep him the fuck out of the show.
And
honestly,
then bringing him back for just a short scene, I don't have to worry about him getting murdered later or anything. He's just living his life, still talking way too much to strangers.
Still doesn't understand that just because you have army doesn't mean that you're not a knight. That's like one of the first things that comes out of his mouth. Like, it's when he's talking with Gendry. He goes like, well, no, he had armor. And he goes like, anybody can fucking buy. He goes, you don't have to be a knight. Anybody can buy armor. It's like, how do you know that? And he's like, because I fucking sold armor. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was good callbacks, good stuff, you know. And then, I mean, we got Captain Pubehead's throwing a lot of shade at Jon still over there.
So annoying.
He's such a piece of shit. I
mean, like, so you're listening to him for certain things because you believe him, but yet when he's telling you there's a giant that can take down these doors, you're like, yeah, well, not that. I don't believe that.
Right. He was not lying about. He wasn't lying about. Willard Dafoe, you know, over there. like he wasn't lying about him, but he's lying about. It's all convenience because he wants to be the new commander.
Yeah, but it's
fucking frustrating. Like, yeah, it's stupid. I mean, like because
then all these people like that I'm growing attached to on the wall are gonna have this battle,
Pip
and they're gonna get killed
and shit like that because of this one guy's pride.
So mad at this man.
Yeah. No, I mean, like,
save this clip for when that happens.
Shit, right?
I swear to God.
God damn it! So we have that, and then
Daenerys.
Obviously it's awesome watching her catch some D from Daario Nahati, some Daario dick over there, you know, like, but
Daario the hottie,
like but. And that's very satisfying. It's just kind of it's just fun to watch her just sort of just sow her oats and just be like go ahead. Like sex is not sex to be like a pleasurable thing for her. It's been such a thing that has mostly been a commodity or something that was traded or something in a certain sense. Obviously, her and you know, like her and Drogo obviously became like more closer and intimate or whatever it was, but
it did not start off that way.
It did not, and it's satisfying to watch it kind of do. You know, that element of her womanhood is cool, but then like as far as a ruler, that exchange with Jorah was fucking incredible.
Yeah,
like when he's just like. he's like, if, like, he goes, you're kind of like, you're Ned Starking, like, right now. And if Ned Stark had done what he wanted, I wouldn't be here to counsel you. I think it's one of those things where it's just a good, I think, in the way that that this show can kind of be about redemption and about people not being exactly who they seem and ability for change. I think it's a good scene, but also when she talks that talk, it feels great. It totally clocks. You understand it. You know?
I love that she is also still learning and still like taking it all in,
susceptible to it.
The respect
she's taking it all
in many different ways. And the way that she like respects him and like his counsel is so nice, and it's not like she's like getting power hungry or anything. She's like, you know what, you are right. And then for her to say like, tell him I changed my mind, but then be like, no, tell him you changed my mind, is just like fully, giving that appreciation. I love him.
That's really good. Yeah, 100%. And no, he's great. I mean, like he's he's fantastic. You know, and the whole. And also, I don't know. I mean, like it's like, why haven't you let him give him a shot? He was handsome. He's got a great
beautiful
voice. He really. I mean, like it's funny. Like you go back and you watch like all of the behind the scenes stuff, and it's really crazy. Like like all the they'll be talking with like all the cast members and the girls, and I can't remember. They started to talk about. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but the actor that plays Jorah, and that was the dude. They were just like, and he was the one that all the girls were like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Like, because he has like this very, like kind of like gentle, delicate, like kind of air about him that really shines through in this role. But that's just kind of like, that's definitely like an element of who he is, like as a guy.
I would picture if I was like a cartoon and he walked past me, I'd just be like
oh my god, no, absolutely. I think anybody would. And like even if he's ordering anything, like he's at like the In-N-Out burger or something like that. It's like, I believe I will have myself a double with bacon and a side of fries, Khaleesi. And it's like yes, please. So we want to say less. Like I mean, it's just a good. And the thing, and what this show does good is parse between, like kind of very big, broad fantasy tropes that we know and parse through them in a more realistic way. And I think and they thought that they did that very well with that scene. That scene with the guy who was dying and they were like coaching him through dying. Like, very simple, but just like affecting and just evoking like these really interesting ideas, and also showing how they're both like kind of transferring and rubbing off on one another, where it's like immediately got the guy, and then he is like giving the guy want, like letting him talk, being old Hound would just shake him down, maybe wouldn't even worry about like, cutting his head off.
Where's the money? Where's anything?
Do you have anything?
Over?
You don't? Yeah. Cool, I'll be moving on. Like, might not even bother to break a sweat swinging his sword, but it was like this mercy killing. But that is like him bent over and listening to this guy is what kind of let him guard down and got him bit. And that's why he starts to lash out at her. It's like, you're a piece of shit rubbing off on me. You're not worth more. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what creates that beautiful exchange.
Yeah.
And it's just fantastic. So I don't know. Season 4 is like crushing.
This is a crazy one. Angel definitely strikes again, because as soon as Sansa was safe, I was like, push her in.
I think we were all sort of there, though. I mean, like, Lysa's been like just a gigantic puckered asshole of a character, like the entire, like every time she's on screen, I don't like it. I'm sitting there and I'm just like, can you go away? Can you not be here anymore? I don't like it. I don't like that you're here.
And your kid got slapped.
Oh, and and that was most rewarding slap since the last time that we were able to hit Joffrey.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah,
has to be, right?
It's always just a bratty little child that just.
Yeah, it's like.
Don't let me babysit.
Yeah. A Baelish kissing her. Bad.
We saw it coming.
I mean, of course. You know what I mean? Like
it was. You know what made it really gross? Because I already knew this was like something that he.
The ulterior motive of it all.
But the grossest part is being like, you could have been my daughter, but you're not.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's one of those things. Like it's like I thought you were the master of secrets. Like I would not. That would not be how I'm leading that fucking conversation. It's like,
Catelyn Stark was his kryptonite.
Yeah,
in my opinion. So
true.
You know,
Yeah,
Sansa being there, he's
or
slipping up.
Yeah, or just apparently, yeah. I mean, she makes him do. This seems. I don't think that he won't be able to like figure out a way out of this, but this is like a lot of reckless behavior on his part. Honestly,
he's already married to her.
It kind of doesn't matter. And Bronn was saying, also Bronn's a devious little motherfucker. Like,
women fall off their
they
horses
fall off
and
their
break
horses
their
all the
pretty
time.
necks.
People fucking Daemon Targaryen themselves all the fucking time. You know what I mean? Like, and that was too bad because she seemed really cool.
She was really
She
cool.
seemed really fucking sick. Another banger. Like, and now we got ourselves our champions.
Oh my god.
Who's winning?
I got
It can go either. It can literally go. The way that this show works out, it can go either way.
I obviously want it to be Oberyn.
Well, sure, of course, obviously.
I feel like he'll do some slick shit, some little slides, some little calf cutting. You know.
Yeah. He studied poisons.
Maybe put some poison on the blade.
I'm poisoning that blade. I'm poisoning that blade all day.
All day.
All day.
All
like,
day.
Give me the. I'm like, hey, give me that Joffrey special. Let me dip that thing in a paint can before we get this shit going. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll order the Joffrey.
Seriously.
On the rocks.
Give me, yeah, Joffrey on the rock. Well, no, even though the stones were on him while he was
kicking rocks.
Kicking rocks. Yeah, 100%. Joffrey kicking rocks. I mean, I think he's gonna have to kind of go the whole route of that Bronn was talking about. He's gonna have to tire him out, and he looks incredibly light on his feet.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I mean? Like, so I do it. And then it's like, are we going to prepare? Do they save it for 8? Do they save it for 9? We'll see.
Do you know how you could see?
It's only one way that you can see if you don't want to wait.
$8.
$8. And this is the other thing, is that you don't just get that episode. It's not like a one thing. Like, that's literally a month's worth of free uncut content on our Patreon. That's what he's talking about right now, because we're wrapping this thing up. But if you guys want to see our reaction to episode 8 and whatever goes down in episode 8, and you guys want to see that before anybody else does, you can do that by becoming a part of the Patreon. The link's in the top pinned comment. It's in the description below. You click that, you head on over. $8 at the premium streaming tier gets you full and uncut access to all of our HotD fan watches GOT for the very first time, including episode 8 right now. We hope you guys consider doing that. But the thing is, again, you pay that once, and then when we drop 8, you get 9. And 9's supposed to be going to be crazy. And then after 9, you get 10. After 10, you get first episode of season 5, and on and so forth. So it's not just for the one episode; it's for a month's worth of being able to be in on it before anybody else.
Which is crazy.
Which is fucking cool. You get to brand. You get to work into the next episode and see the fucking future. So we hope that you guys consider doing that. But if you can't do that, you still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like, a subscribe, ring the bell thingy, because that shit always helps. It never fucking hurts. We appreciate y'all for hanging out with us, and we will check y'all later.